As I said before, this is a reliable service. It has been accepted by the central bank. It is secure. All transactions are protected with a PIN. In fact, we work with a phone company to develop a menu-driven option which increases the security and allows us to transmit data that is encrypted with specific financial transaction information. All transactions are recorded in an electronic ledger, both at the phone company and are submitted to the banks. It's convenient since all you need is a cell phone, even at the bank. And right now, to handle transactions is no different from receiving a payment from, say, Western Union. All the transactions are received through text messages on a phone. So for our smaller offices, a phone is all you need to be able to get messages and accept payments. It's fast, moves at the speed of sending a text message. It's easy to use. Again, our clients are all very familiar and used to sending text messages on a regular basis. And as I said before, it meets all the anti-money laundering requirements by requiring users all to register. However, the registration process is simple and easy and virtual because you can register simply through sending a text message. However, identification is required at the point of cashing and cashing out, just like it would be for, say, a Western Union transaction. What are the transactions clients can do without leaving their business? Well, they can pay bills, whether these be to utility companies, schools, even for taxes or business registration. Money transfers, they can remit money, send money to anybody at any time, anywhere in the country. Text to deposit, we actually developed this service to allow clients who didn't own a phone to receive remittances at the bank with a relative simply sending a message that the money should be deposited in an individual's bank account with their bank account number. But we quickly realized that the text-to-deposit service was also important for micro and small businesses who now wanted to accept GCash as a form of payment for the sale of their goods and services, and then simply take all of their sales at the end of the day and text these back to the bank for a conversion into their deposit account. Also, text-to-payment, which was designed initially as a loan collection instrument, allowing clients to pay their loan bill, their loan amortization remotely. Of course, our clients are now using this as a form of accepting payment at their business as well for transacting with their customers. And lastly, our newest product is text-to-withdrawal, which allows for remote withdrawal from an account simply by sending a text message to the bank and then having the bank convert withdraw money from the account and convert it into GCash. And text-to-credit, which will allow clients to receive their loans on their cell phones. Again, the limits are $800 at this point in time, but many of our loans are still quite small, so this fits for our smallest loans and makes it easy for clients to receive loan payments, the loan amounts, without going to the bank. Working closely with Globe's G-Exchange, we also developed text-to-sweldo. Text-to-sweldo is the word for salary here, sweldo being salary. This basically is an automated web-based tool which allows the bank to conveniently upload the entire payroll and send out payroll to not only their employees but businesses and employees of various businesses in the community who can then quickly and conveniently get their salaries on their phones. Several of our banks now are tying up with businesses in town providing payroll services, something they couldn't have done before without investing in an ATM network. And of course, we're now working on facilitating mobile commerce for micro and small businesses, again, by allowing our clients of rural banks to simply request a withdrawal in the form of GCash. These customers can then conveniently use the funds on their phone, text a payment, say, as in this example, at a local restaurant, and then as I said before, that restaurant can simply, at the end of the day, transmit all of their GCash sales through text to deposit back to the bank, creating a virtual ecosystem. You can see from this next slide, which is a bit busy, the scale of the ecosystem that we're currently working on, with the rural bank being the settlement bank in the middle. Basically, this is no different from what we see larger banks offering through Visa and MasterCard, the regular credit card services. We can now basically allow clients to withdraw their money, receive a loan or a line of credit on their phone. They can use that money, again, to pay a school, to pay for drugs at the drugstore, ride a bus or a tricycle. That tricycle driver can take that GCash, use it at a gas station. Again, at the end of the day, that gas station will send the money back to the bank. What are the benefits for rural banks? Basically, what we've seen is this increases outreach. It allows the banks to expand beyond their traditional markets, expand their client base. Also helps us to retain clients. We can reduce costs and make it easier by adding new services, value-added services, such as enabling clients now to accept electronic payments, something that couldn't have been done before without a POS system and a registration process with an established credit card company. We're also able to capture a remittance market. We're reducing operating costs for both the bank and the transaction costs for the clients, and we find that the service is fast and efficient to use. Again, for the clients, it's reducing travel time, reducing their overall costs in terms of not having to shut down their business. It's also reducing the risks. We've had clients who've been held up on the way to the bank. And again, handling transaction remotely can be done very conveniently. It saves them quite a bit of time. And through enabling them to accept electronic payments, we're also seeing that clients are now able to increase sales. The other day I was visiting a client who was able to even accept payments for delivery services. Again, something they couldn't have done since they didn't accept credit cards. They can now accept payments over the phone and deliver their products and services anywhere in town. What were the key success factors? Basically, we were careful. We did market studies to look at and found that clients were already using mobile phones, and we focus on those areas where we saw the highest percentage of users. We developed comprehensive policies and procedures which documented every step along the way. We worked closely with the regulators. We got the regulators on board up front, closely worked with training the personnel in the bank, and of course the bank personnel then had to train clients. Additional key success factors included close coordination efforts between the banks and Globe Telecom as we were implementing the pilot test. Again, pilot testing and feedback mechanisms that allowed us to improve the service as we went along with a proper monitoring and documentation of the experiences of the banks and the clients, and then adjustments that we made after the pilot testing. Thank you and muchas gracias. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation. I hope you've learned a lot. I'm glad that I was able to participate in this conference, even though virtually. And I wish you luck. I hope you learn a lot from each other. And hopefully I can join you next year at this conference. I look forward to any email questions that you may have about the presentation I just gave. You can easily get a hold of me. My email address is jowens@chemonics.com, or check out our website at www.rbapmavs.org. If you'd like to see some of the videos about our program, about the services that we offer, even about the clients that are using the mobile commerce and mobile phone banking solutions that we've come up with, you can go to our YouTube website, which is www.youtube.com/rbapmavs. Again, thank you very much. Beth, Carlos, Maria, I'm sorry that I couldn't be there, and thank you again.